Funny and weird grade school stories. If you like these stories, please subscribe and follow me. Thank you. I had a teacher in high school who was obsessed with the paranormal and would make us watch things like The Secret instead of having class. He was also claimed he could levitate tables, and would make several students gather around a small round table. They would then plainly carry it, but everyone who participated would be like, man, I didn't even to shade. Ironically, he would always mock religious students despite believing pretty kawaku stuff. He would also make us arrive early to do the janitor's job. We were writing some tests or SDH and the teacher was explaining to us how to write all those formal things, school name, your name, blah blah blah. And then she told us to write our names at the end, but she said S. N, like surname name, or last name first name, whatever you prefer. And one guy actually wrote S. N. It was 7th or 8th grade, mind you. I was also briefly boned for the middle finger trick. I had no idea what it meant, and so a kid was explaining it to me. Incredulous, I did it myself and asked him how the heck does it mean anything at all. The principal saw me, as we were rehearsing the school Christmas play, and threw me in a classroom for 15 minutes to think about what I've done. Probably could have been worse if it wasn't for the fact that my mom had bushwhacked the principal earlier for punishing me for something petty, and so I'm guessing he didn't want another verbal assault. I once carried a bunch of tools with me in my backpack around high school. I would always get to school early and bored with few people around. For a while I decided to be a useless piece of shit and start removing things like door hinges and so on. Once I disconnected an entire hallway door and just let it sit against the wall. The weirdest thing I got away with though was removing the wooden desktop from a joined desk/chair seat and smuggling the thing home under my coat. I know it stood out like crazy having this big pronounced flat front, but somehow nobody cared. I guess I was that invisible. Less than a year ago, maybe 8 months ago, I was in grade 9. Now something happened one day and I never bothered to learn. At the end of the day, my friend told me about the incident. A girl in grade 6 was giving a boy, also grade 6, a handjob, in the middle of the class. The teacher caught them. The boy was expelled and so was the girl. I forgot the details, but another girl/boy later took the face of the girl, and pasted it onto a naked porn star picture, then uploaded to Instagram. That person got suspended, way back, like preschool or something, in a different school. There was a class going on. Suddenly there was disgusting smell in the air. I looked behind me to see a boy with a strange expression on his face. I looked under my chair, and what do I see? Shit. Under his chair. So I tell the teacher that the smell is coming from that shit. Then teacher tells us all to get out of the classroom. The teacher was holding her nose. In grade 3, me and a bunch us were doing after school lessons. The guy next to me was secretly playing with a yo-yo under the table. I asked, how does one play with the yo-yo? He said to use the middle finger. Then I looked at my hand and then said, so this is the middle finger, while raising the finger in front of everyone. The teacher instantly said, put your hand down. The guy next to me snickered and told me what the finger meant. And that's how I learned about the middle finger and fuck. One guy offered me ecstasy back when I was in 8th grade. I was in public school at the time. In the same year, a kid brought a knife to school because he was afraid of some bullies. In the same school, a year earlier, I saw a bully get his ass kicked by this fat girl from my class. Again, in the same school, this crazy old lady got inside during recess and started running after the kids playing tag. After a while 2 guards escorted her out of there. In high school, different school now, I saw 2 guys playing with a makeshift flamethrower, spray can plus lighter. Still in high school, this guy in my class flashed his dick to an autistic girl.